Hey guys, what's going on? Awan Groundwalker here, doing a little review of the Mezco Toys Netflix Daredevil Vigilante Edition, which was, I believe, a web shop exclusive as well. I got this figure a week ago, a couple days. Today's Thursday, almost a week ago, yeah. A little less than a week, like 5 days ago, I believe, and I've not been able to put it down. As you guys know from the podcast, I'm a huge fan of the Netflix show, and I just love this figure. This is all going to just be one shot. I'm not going to do any cuts or anything. I'm just going to give you the raw, unedited, straight to the facts version from an ACBA displayer, and I will just cut into this. First of all, this dio is from my man Tom Budd. You can check him out. Very, very cool. I love it so much, so let's get in the review. So, just looking at kind of, I wouldn't say the deco, but his head sculpt is amazing. He has this kind of like, it has like the 5 o'clock shadow of Charlie Cox. It has this great sculpt, this great face. Very vanilla, but looks really cool. It's all one piece, this neck peg here. So that's kind of annoying for like head swaps if you want like to make this guy a goon or something that he has no neck, but you can kind of work with it. So that's kind of annoying, but it gives like no seam where his head is separate. So that's kind of cool for like a more realistic look. And then plopping on the other head, which is a more battle damaged angry head, there's that, and that looks great too. He has cuts on his face which make him look really, really, really good. So I think that's definitely a plus. And they're not, I'm just adjusting the lighting so you can maybe see a little better, but they definitely work for like more angry shots and especially recreating scenes from the show. And then his deco, so he's got, of course, you know, the red kind of line on his shirt from the show, which is pretty cool, which looks good. He has like a similar build to what the show was. He's got this little belt, he's got the pants, kind of the tuck in the boots, this little zipper here that's kind of cool, and then he's got the holster with the two batons, which are his only weapon accessories, which is really all Daredevil needs or carries, and they're just two kind of wooden dowels. At least that's what they're supposed to be. I believe this is like a plastic painted to look like wood. So that's how that is. Let's put those back in there. They fit in perfectly. Oh, sorry guys. Anyway, so yeah, that's cool. And then interchangeable hands. This is like a pleather too, which is kind of cool here. Interchangeable hands. He comes with 3 sets, including the ones he had on. So he comes with a pair of fisted hands like this, which are good for like punching and stuff, right? They look good. So that's not bad. And then you can get him like full. Oh, I would probably roll this back a little bit when you put it on the hand so you know it's fully on there and secure. Like that. See, now it's on there a lot more than it was. And then, you can kind of feel around where the biceps are and stuff and work with those joints as well. Kind of just have him punching, chilling like that. Pretty cool stuff, for sure. So definitely a fan of that. And yeah, so there's the punching hands, and then he comes with, which I will just show, he comes with his open hand, which there's an open hand on this hand there, and then he comes with his basically baton holding hands, which they're not big enough to hold a drink or anything, but they are big enough to like hold the batons, which is nice. And then this is probably better for like holding props like newspapers or like cups and stuff for ACBA, but definitely a cool looking figure for sure. So yeah, articulation wise, he has this much up range, this much down range. The whole neck being a whole peg kind of hinders it, but it's okay because you get that seamless look. And then he's got a pretty good amount of pivot, can crunch only that far forward, which is actually not bad for Daredevil. That far back, and then it does have a little bit of pivot, not much, but a little bit there. The arms can only go that high, and then the double joint kind of hinders it. But like if you get him in like some like positions like this, it's not like terrible, but you definitely are hindered in what you can do. Like you can't have him touching his mask or anything, which kind of sucks. But it's okay, and that's for both. And then the legs actually go. The legs. This is because this is on the Joker body, upper body, and I believe D Amazing or someone said it's on the blade bottom half, I guess. So that's pretty cool that it is like kind of like that. Hold on, I'm trying to just kind of get him like a, I guess that'll work. So the legs can go like that high, which is pretty cool. He's got double jointed knees, which is pretty amazing for doing stuff. And then he has rotation at the thigh, and then he has a boot cut, and then also ankle pivot, which is pretty sick. He definitely can do some pretty cool poses if you want him to, and he looks amazing vanilla stanced too, especially in like this dio. I think does the most justice to him because it's like a apartment dio, and that's where he does a lot of fighting in the Daredevil show, which is pretty cool. And just I'll compare him to 2 quick figures. Actually, we'll go with 3, actually. So, here he is compared to the Mayfex Bank Robber Joker, just like my standard goon, really, for my displays. Let me get them side by side. So, you can see they're roughly about the same height, kind of. Oop, there goes Daredevil, and there goes Bank Robber Joker. They're roughly the same height, which is pretty nice, in fact, for me, because, like, Daredevil's not supposed to be insanely tall, you know, he's supposed to be kind of an average-sized dude, so the fact that, like, a normal kind of just dude goon is about that size is pretty sweet, so definitely works. Everything's fallen over, guys. This is what I get for doing it in one take. And then, quickly, just to compare him, this figure's huge anyway, but this is the McFarlane Sheriff from Stranger Things. Just kind of nuts how big he is, but this is really not a good scale for anything. It's more of a background figure, I would say. And then here he is compared to the Old Man Logan Mezco figure, which just kind of, this vanilla stance doesn't really do it justice, but as you can see, Daredevil's still taller. If you can't see that, I don't know what's wrong with you, but it's pretty obvious, so it's definitely nice but like the joint I'm talking about is, like, you know, you can kind of see inside the head of that, whereas like the Daredevil, it's all one piece, so that's kind of nice that it does do that. And yeah, guys, so like I would definitely pick it up if I were you. It does run kind of expensive right now because it was a web shop exclusive and it was a nightmare to get, but if you end up getting him, you will be completely satisfied. And I actually am waiting on the red suit Mezco Daredevil. It's in my pile of loot from BBTS and I'm about to ship it very soon, so yeah, so I will be getting that one as well and doing a review of that. I'm hoping to do more reviews, which you will hear in this conclusion coming up when I do a display. But I'm definitely hoping to do more reviews of action figures coming in that I'm like getting that are new coming up. So I'm really excited about that. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. So guys, basically my overall thoughts on the figure. I think this figure was a home run for Mezco besides the single jointed elbows. I think it moves really well. I just think it's amazing to shoot. I mean, it completely changes the ACVA game. Like, I just love how the cloth goods look, and just I'm being a huge fan of the show. I really like how this looks. So yeah. That's the review, guys. Definitely a new format style. This kind of takes inspiration a little bit from Boog's reviews a little bit, but I got this diorama in from Tom Budd or Tomtastic on Instagram, and I really have been shooting on it non-stop and just doing stuff with it, and it's super amazing. I'll probably do a full video review maybe for YouTube, but there was one last night for my Instagram live that was up, so you can check it out there. But yeah, so again, dude, this is just a little display of some, you know, some thugs. They're checking out what's going on, maybe a drug deal, kind of just there. This guy's knocking on the door. He's like, hey, do you got the stuff? You know what I mean? And then Daredevil's behind this little wall, and he's about to bust it. So we got that going on. You got the metal doors. Just great work from Tom here on this dio. So yeah. Anyway, I love this figure. Since being such a big fan of the show, this is definitely a grail of mine, 100%, and I'm happy I have him. He moves great for being single jointed elbows, and he looks insane. Even though he comes with like no accessories, I think he's still worth it. So yeah, there's my review, guys. Basically, like, comment, subscribe. I'm trying to hopefully do more of these, but I guess we'll see how it goes with just my schedule and stuff. But it's summer, so I should be having more time to do stuff like this. Catch you guys later. Peace.